Adventure Travel Day 7. Being the top of that, Pikes Peak up there is not to be, because the Cowdog gets hot climbing altitude, and while we can make that work, the transmission gets kind of warm too. But coming downhill, brakes get really hot. You might see the brake dust all over the front tire, and the back wheels are clean. I need to make my brakes better before I try Pikes Peak. But we're gonna have a full day of it anyway. The Bachelor Loop, Slumgullion Pass, Monarch Pass, and the 4-mile loop had given me doubts about driving Pikes Peak. But what convinced me no for this trip was the High Park Road. Day 6 had us needing to go 90 miles on a U.S. highway we had driven 14 years ago and didn't remember as exciting. Our original trip planning has us driving from Buena Vista to Pikes Peak, driving it, and then hitting the hotel in Manitou Springs to jump off for Texas the next morning. Our trip got extended a week at the last minute, which will be explained in Day 8. The rule of thumb for hiking 14ers is to be off the peak by noon, or lightning might kill you. Better to drive Pikes Peak in the morning as well. That left Day 6 short and boring. The Gold Belt Tour Scenic Byway has basically 3 north-south roads between Cripple Creek and Canyon City. Paved Colorado 9 with County Road 11 on the west, 4-wheel drive only Shelf Road in the middle, and County Road 67 on the east. Our new itinerary has ending Day 7 at the Cripple Creek KOA. So we decided to follow the Arkansas River on US 24 and 50 until we could turn north on the High Park Road and end up in Manitou Springs. That High Park Road was the steepest inclines up and down of the entire trip. Beautiful views, but it worked the Cowdog extremely hard. We still had to drive it home, so I called off Pikes Peak. I also called off the Shelf Road after looking at the topographic maps of the area. Instead, we took Colorado 115 past Fort Carson to US 50 near Florence. Phantom Canyon Road was just a few miles away. The Florence and Cripple Creek Narrow Gauge Railroad built a line to the gold mines of Cripple Creek in 1894. Flash floods in Phantom Canyon washing away the line several times, and standard gauge railroads getting to Cripple Creek combined to put the railroad out of business in 1915. The current road is the old railroad right-of-way, going from 5,500 feet to 9,500 feet when heading north. It took us 2.5 hours at a leisurely pace. The BLM has 2 separate vault toilet stops along the way, 2 tunnels, multiple bridges, with a curved steel girder bridge being one of them. Phantom Canyon Road ends outside of Victor at the base of Battle Mountain, which still has an active gold mine operation going on. There were many places for dispersed camping along the way as well. Very neat area. Sorry about the bouncy camera and Jennifer's thumb every so often. My windshield mount worked great sitting in my driveway at home. Not so much on dirt road when moving in Colorado. Adventure Travel Day 7. This is the end of the day. We're at the Cripple Creek KOA at 10,000 feet, 200. And we're in a tent site. Jennifer is waiting with the Mountain House spoons because we're cooking Mountain House meals. We're really roughing it. Got the pocket rocket stove going. The Yeti with Gatorades and waters and sodas. And the Cliff Bars are standing by in case I spill the water or something. We are now over there. The Bear Mountain is Battle Mountain in Victor, Colorado. And can't see it, but Pikes Peak is over that way. We are southwest of Colorado Springs. Anyway, so ends Day 7. It's beautiful and it is in the 50s out, going colder.